We are hearing that there's going to be the national gun buyback scheme. There's a lot going on in New South Wales Parliament, which you'll be part of starting tomorrow. What are you going to be looking at closely?
Well, I think, this bill has been rushed. So, we're seeing elements of the bill that are still being formulated at this point in time. And I think that's, concerning because having a bill that's rushed, that hasn't actually been thought out, hasn't been consulted with lots of groups, does actually raise hairs on it as well. I want to mention a couple of things. The environment that has fostered here in New South Wales has been building over the last 2.5 years. We all remember the 7th of October 2023 when we saw that horrible protest that took place on the steps of the Opera House. That was filmed around the world, and it made Australia and it made New South Wales the laughingstock of the world. And since then, we've seen protests on the Sydney Harbour Bridge. We've seen Jewish families that are too scared to leave their homes. We've seen synagogues that have actually had protests out the front of them. And that's no way in which we should be living here in this country. We need to do more. We need to make sure that we're stamping out these protests because they're not protests anymore. A protest is a one-off event that actually has a cause. What we're seeing now is a campaign. It's a campaign that's been running week after week. We could have a couple of days and there's another protest of the same cause. Each weekend, we've seen the same protest take place. So it's no longer a protest, it's more of a campaign. The laws around the guns, look, they raise a number of concerns because at the end of the day, this is actually attacking law-abiding citizens across this state. We've got farmers that need guns for various purposes. It might be vermin control. We've got sporting shooters who are all doing the right thing. And what we're seeing is laws that are being put forward now that are going to impact on those people that are doing the right thing.
Yeah, mixed reaction, including from the former Prime Minister, John Howard, who said it was a distraction. And as a shadow New South Wales Police Minister, again, a lot of questions to be looked at and a lot under ASIO, and we will be working out further information. But when you look at how long it takes to acquire a gun licence, how long he had that, he was potentially living with his son who was under ASIO watch, there's a lot here to uncover by the sounds of it.
Well, I think these are the fundamental issues that we need to be looking at. I mean, how does someone apply for a licence in 2020 and then ends up getting it in 2023? 3 years that took. Anyone that actually goes for a firearms licence knows that it takes several months. What you do is you put an application in, there's a 28-day cooling off period, and after that, then police conduct checks. So they look at the background of an individual, they look at the genuine reasons as to why they may need it, and then they may actually seek additional information. After that, they get a letter sent in the mail asking them to get a photo up at Service New South Wales, and then weeks later, they actually get their licence card sent to them. So I think we really need to understand as to why this situation took place. And we shouldn't just be looking at the individuals. We need to be looking at the environment in which they are a part of. So if somebody's living in the house that's under a ASIO watch list, then surely that has alarm bells around it for the issuing of a licence for anyone who may have a relative or somebody involved in that area.
Well, New South Wales Shadow Police Minister Paul Toole, thank you for joining us. And again, tonight is going to be a very, very gut-wrenching one, but we really appreciate you joining us today and good luck next week.
And my pleasure. Thanks, Janie.